Hey guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. And today we got the Double Oaked Rye selection. I'm pretty excited about this one. And of course, we got Brady and dropping nukes, capital D, capital N.
So we're blinding three Double Oaked Ryes here. We got Sagamore Spirit out of Maryland. Their Double Oaked Rye is 96.6 proof. How old did you say it was earlier, Chris?
It's barreled for 4 to 5 years, and then once they hit the transfer, it'll sit there for an additional 18 months.
So it spends 18 months in a second barrel. 4 gate, I'm not sure how long it's in its secondary barrel. It's 4 gates out of Bardstown. They use Bardstown Bourbon Company's facility to bottle. They use MGP rye. But what's unique is they call this the split stave by Kelvin. They take Kelvin cooperage barrels and they break them apart after aging the rye, and then they build new barrels where they alternate the staves, charred stave, toasted stave, and they alternate it, and they call it a zebra barrel, and they put it in for a second aging period. And then we have Kentucky Peerless. This is their Double Oaked Rye at 110 proof. The 4 gates at 112. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Kentucky Peerless is on the Bourbon Trail down in Whiskey Row in downtown Louisville. And I've not had anything bad from Peerless. Everything they make is pretty good. So,
All right. Well,
So we got average price, okay price, and expensive right here.
yeah. So the Sagamore is about $50. The Peerless is about 100, and the 4 gates about 150.
These two I see all the time when we're out hunting and doing all that good stuff in the liquor world. I haven't seen this one really very often. It's a what is a special release, right? Limited release.
yeah, you'll more likely see the blue label before you see this one.
Yeah, it is supposed to eventually be a shelf product, but right now it's really not. But you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get
Alrighty.
into it, fellas. Starting from our
Left
far
to right.
left, your right.
This first one's sweet, but got a nice citrus note to it. A little bit of dill.
Yeah, very citrus.
It's got a nice sweetness up front, and then you get that orange peel taste. It's got a quick dill note that I'm not a huge fan of, but it disappears pretty quickly.
Yeah. On that first, the back part of your tongue, you kind of taste it, and then it just kind of disappears. So not bad.
Yeah, very unique.
Is it hugging you from the front and the back?
Just a little bit. It definitely hugged me from the front and the back the first time, but all right. So we're getting into glass number 2. I'm getting a little bit of a candy cane mint.
Yeah, it's got a mint note to it, but it's got a really nice sweet oak to it. It's got some baking spice in it too. I can't quite put my finger on what it is.
It's probably like brown sugar almost. So it's not caramel like a caramel smell, but like a brown sugar.
I would agree with that. Nice oak and brown sugar.
Yeah.
On the palate, I get that peppermint for sure. A little bit of clove, I think, is what it might be.
Yeah.
I get that clovey, not quite dill, but you can tell it's herbal.
Nice blend.
Yeah, not necessarily floral, but yeah, I mean it's good. It's sweet. It's got a nice balance to it. You can tell it's a lower proof than the first one. It's less viscous, tastes a little thinner, almost watery a little bit, but it's still got some good flavor to it.
All right, so we're down to glass number 3.
The nose on this is just awesome.
Yes, it's almost like a dessert.
Yeah,
You get it almost like a birthday cake almost.
nice sweet oak and caramel.
I think I'm still getting like a little bit of that thyme on here for some reason.
Yeah, I could see that.
Still getting the thyme, basil.
It's just it is so sweet, so easy to drink. Whichever one this is, it drinks lower proof than any of these three are. That's for sure. I think I know what this is.
For those that don't know, Chef B over here on the downtime outside of the bourbon world, be in the kitchen whipping
it up in the kitchen. But
This is so sweet though. It's so easy to drink, very sweet.
I think I've done gobbled mines up, and I am not ready to grade them.
I would say glass 2 is easily my least favorite. Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
And then I would put out glass 1 and have glass 3 as my favorite.
Yeah, for me, glass 1, it's a little bit hot on the initial sip, but as you kind of go forward with the tasting, it gets a little bit better to go down. But that first initial sip was pretty hot. As Chris said, it was hugging me from the front and the back. But all right, so our least favorite
is the Sagamore.
So
that's I'm okay with that considering it's the cheapest one. I would have liked to see it as first place considering it's the cheapest, but I don't think it was far off from the rest of these.
They're fairly all pretty close, but
yeah. So then in second place, I've got the 4-Gate.
Same here.
Which makes the Peerless the winner. The 4-Gate has some nice complexity to it. It just has a dill note in it that I don't necessarily care for. That Peerless is just so sweet. It's 110 proof, but it drinks like it's less than 100.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like I said, it's pretty smooth. I guess it might be like just the different the caramel or the brown sugar kind of makes it pretty much subtle and easier to drink.
Yeah, the more I think about it, this is probably like a 51% rye, where the 4-Gate's probably like a 95.5 rye, and that Sagamore is probably an in between somewhere. It's probably like a 70% rye, something like that.
So at $100, what's your thoughts there? How would you stack this up against other $100 bottles out there? I'm a 2XO favorite, and you've had the 2XOs.
Yeah.
You picking this over the 2XOs?
On certain days, I would say yes.
Yeah.
It's less bitter to me than the 2XOs, but the 2XOs have a really nice sweetness to them, where this one, being a rye, is a little more balance with the spiciness to it. Now, the normal Peerless Double Oaked Bourbon I love, and I would take that over the 2XO.
Well, I think
it's about the same price.
The Phoenix would give that a good run. It'd be hard to decide between the two. The Phoenix out of
it's just
the 2XO series.
Yeah, it's just a little different. I think it's just a little less bitter to me than the 2XO, but I mean the 2XOs have a lot of flavor to them. It would be a good competition for them.
All right. Well,
so there you go, folks.
Absolutely. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like. If you've had any of these, drop us a comment or tell us what you think about them. If you haven't had them, then you're going to get a little bit of insight on what you're looking forward to if you want to try them in the future. But
let us know if there's any other Double Oaked Ryes that you guys have tried and really liked that we didn't try here today. Thank you guys for watching.